What's up, guys? Today we have an exciting unboxing. We have the brand new DJI RS3 Mini. It's DJI's newest and smallest gimbal. I'm personally not much of a gimbal person, but I'm actually really excited about this gimbal. I don't know much about it, but what I do know is it's very small, very lightweight, and it has a lot of new technology in it that previous gimbals do not have. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so here we have it. Comes in this cool little white box. First impressions just from the box, feels very lightweight inside, and obviously it's a small box, so it's gonna be a small gimbal. This is something that's definitely worth highlighting right here. 795 grams is super, super lightweight for a gimbal. This is really exciting. Because when you consider putting a camera on top of here, a lens, maybe a microphone, everything else, the gimbal gets really, really heavy, and you have to have some strong, strong forearms to be able to hold it for more than a few minutes at a time. So I think this is potentially going to be a game changer for us, but let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, so we have a little quick start guide and manual right here. Oh. So it looks like in here we have all of the charging cables, everything else. I'm going to take everything out first, and then we'll kind of walk through everything specifically. How the f do you open this? Dude, this is like a freaking maze. Is there anything in here? I think that's literally just an empty box. We got an empty box in here, so that's cool. So I have everything laid out here. There is not very much in the box. I was expecting there to be a lot more, but that's not a bad thing by any means. So I'm gonna get everything out of the plastic now. Obviously we have the gimbal right here, super lightweight. And there she is. The RS3 Mini. I'm gonna open everything up now and get it built out, and we can kind of take a look at it and talk about some of the features and some of the cool things about this gimbal. It's so small and light, like freaking crazy. There's a little snack that they include if you get hungry while you're unboxing it. We'll save that for later. Okay, so I have it kind of built up here. Obviously, very little in the box. It's basically the gimbal, a tripod stand, and then 2 charging cables and the little mounting tripod plate with a couple different screws on it. So very small box and not very much in it. There's several locking points on the different axes of the gimbal, and you basically just flip a little switch and it unlocks that part of the gimbal. I've never turned it on, and what I want to do is do like a first test on camera with our Canon R6, which is one of the cameras that it's recommended for. With the R6, we have a 24mm L lens, and then obviously the EF to RF adapter. So I have no doubt that this gimbal is going to be able to support this camera, but it might be a little bit of a trial and error trying to balance it. So we'll see how easy it is. I did it. Okay. So I haven't turned it on yet, but I did get it balanced. I think in total that probably took about 2 to 3 minutes-ish. I have not watched any tutorials, instructions on how to do it. I also haven't balanced a gimbal in a really long time. So overall, I think that was pretty darn easy. The locking systems on here make it super easy to adjust. The last gimbal that I personally have balanced and adjusted was probably an RS2, and from that, this feels a lot easier to balance. So now we're gonna turn it on. I hope the battery's charged. I don't know if it is. We're gonna turn it on and see what it does. Okay, so starting off, it's having me select a language. I don't know how to select enter though. Is this a touch screen? Oh my God, it is. Wow. Okay, well. I guess it's that easy. I was expecting more to make this work, but that was pretty easy. This is obviously not a technical unboxing. I'll go through a few of the specs, but like I said in the beginning, I'm not a gimbal expert, and there's other videos and better videos for this. This is really just kind of first impressions and reactions to this gimbal. I haven't been excited about a gimbal in a long time, and this thing makes me excited. A big part is because it can do vertical filming, so you just have some setting that you do and it flips it vertical, or I don't know if you put the plate up there or something like that, but it makes vertical filming super easy. We do a lot of social content at this point, vertical filming natively, and so having that option is super, super nice. And then in addition, like I've said before, it's just so small, so portable, so lightweight. You could easily be using this for a long time and not really get strained. So yeah, let me go through a couple of the specs here and kind of talk a little bit about, you know, how this compares to other gimbals and all that stuff. So I'm going to read some of the specs real quick about this gimbal. It's about 50% of the size of the RS3 Pro, which the RS3 Pro is a pretty big gimbal, but 50% smaller. Yeah, this is it. That's super, super small. Like I said before, it's 795 grams, very lightweight. And then it supports a variety of camera systems and lenses, the Sony a7S III with the 24-70, and then the equivalent for Canon, so like an R5, R6 with the 24-70. So big lenses, heavy lenses, front heavy lenses, it'll do it. What I'm really excited to test, which I don't know if it's gonna work, and maybe we'll save that for another video, but I kind of want to see if a C70 will fit on here. I'm gonna go ahead and say probably not, but it'll be worth a shot at least in trying it. I think overall, this gimbal is a really good option for a solo shooter that has a smaller camera, a mirrorless camera, some kind of system like that. And then also someone like us who, you know, we are a production company, we have larger cameras, larger productions, everything else, but at the same time, we still need a solution for smaller stuff, behind the scenes stuff, social content filming, being able to put a smaller mirrorless camera on here with a substantial lens still and film vertical content. Have a system that is really going to help us out in creating that type of content. So first impressions, super, super impressed by this. This is not sponsored or paid by DJI by any means, so these are just kind of my initial thoughts. And like I said, I'm not really a gimbal person, so I think it takes a lot for me to get excited about something like this. And I am excited. Let me know what your thoughts are on this gimbal and what you want to see next in the comments down below. Till next time, peace.